Yeah, hello everyone and welcome back to By God's Grace. Here is an interview with Veronica Brandt. So let's get started.
Hello.
Okay. So yeah, how do you get into typesetting the little office?
Well, the little office in particular.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I think with Udemy, I was interested in making a Udemy course for a while because I'd seen other people, trying to think what I could put on Udemy. I started with a Salve Regina course.
Yeah.
It's just going to go through the one prayer. And it got knocked back. I didn't get very far through it, but saying it wasn't a big enough topic. So
Right.
Also on YouTube, I'd put up some videos, including Memento Rerum Conditor, the hymn from the Little Office.
Yeah.
And that's been a very popular video on my channel for ages. So I've been putting up other Little Office videos, but it sort of bugged me that people would have to go through YouTube's ad system and to find the next video, it would be fairly confusing. So it seemed like a good fit for making into a self-contained course. Yeah, and I thought it would be easy and it wasn't.
Yeah, wow. So what about your Compline booklet? Actually?
Oh, that goes back long before that. So way back before I was married, I met my husband at the church in Sydney, Maternal Heart of Mary Church, Lewisham. And on Thursday nights after their 7:30 p.m. mass, they'd finish with Compline. And they were singing the Roman Compline while we were there. So because we'd go there to mass on Thursday nights, we'd hang around. So we got to know Compline for Thursday and Sunday, because they do Sunday Compline for feast days. And then when we got married, we couldn't get to mass so often. We decided to sing Compline at home. So without children, it was great. It's really simple. You put candles on, you read the stuff, you work it all out. But with children, it was a lot harder. So we sort of fell out of doing it. And then, we started trying to reintroduce it bit by bit. I think we did the Little Office in that time. And so that was all fine. Then Peter's sister came over. She's a, what do you call it, Christian missionary type person. She's in Macau, I think, or Hong Kong. And she knows Latin. So I thought, it would be great. She could join in Compline. But her Latin, she knows heaps of languages, but her Latin wasn't very fresh in her mind. So she didn't have a clue what we were talking about. So she said, you should really make a booklet. So I thought, I can make a booklet. So for next time she comes over, we'll have something we can say, this is what we're singing. This is the English, this is the Latin. And she hasn't come back since. So anyway, but we're all ready for her to come back, so she'll be able to join in and understand what we're singing.
That's really convenient as well. What about that video where you actually did a Latin Portuguese version?
That was a bit random. I got an email asking if I could do the Compline booklet in Portuguese, and since I think it was my great grandmother was from Portugal or something, so I felt like I should know a bit more Portuguese. I had tried learning Portuguese on Duolingo a long time ago. Didn't get very far. Let's see. So he sent pretty much the output of, divinumofficium.org. So he'd made a Word doc, cutting and pasting that in with extra things, the headings, and he'd translated all the blurbs that I had in the book. So it was a lot of cut and paste. And then he had some more suggestions on how to make the books better. Because from my point of view, I'm used to using the Liber Usuralis, and anything better than that is pretty good. So I wasn't too fussed about page breaks. But so it's made my Compline book better too, because I've finally got around to putting some of those changes into the English Latin one as well.
So is your one following the 1960 rubrics, or?
Yes. Pretty much.
Because I can't, other than the Pater Ave Credo at the beginning, I can't think of any other pre-55 changes that would be in publications like that,
Yeah, there's because now at Maternal Heart they do the monastic compline from the Benedictine booklets. Yeah, so they use the Antiphonale Monasticum wherever they can. So my mother has sort of grown up. She's more accustomed to the monastic compline, so she's made a monastic compline book as well, which is much shorter because compline and monastic doesn't change so much.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's why I mean, I was interested in the Benedictine office, so I actually got a reprint of the 34 Antiphonale Monasticum from Solemn.
Oh yeah.
Like when I was looking into buying it, I was gonna buy it from Le Baru because I usually buy all my liturgical texts from them. But I saw that Solemns were cheaper, so yeah, why not get the Solemn over Le Baru?
Yeah.
But anything else other than that? I've always gotten them from Le Baru, but like I'm looking into getting the Breviarium Romanum right now, and Le Baru actually just sold out of them.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna have to get it from Clear Creek then.
Have you seen the cheapy one on Lulu that I think it's a guy called David Siefke put together?
Nah.
Elizabeth. Bernard. Can you see a Breviarium Romanum? It's a black book. Oh, there it is, Breviarium. Yeah, it's next to all the day hours. It's the one that's the smalls were using. Yeah, that one.
Wow, I've never actually
seen that.
Oh wow, I've
You
never
think it's green.
So slightly,
It's
very dark green.
So it was typeset by a guy who did all, it's like thousands of pages, I think.
Right.
Oh no, it's less than 1,000 pages, but it's really small writing. And I think he submitted it to his bishop. And so this is still a proof copy. So it says proof copy in there somewhere.
Right.
Awaiting ecclesiastical permission. But it's just all the Latin and English. It even has the little office in the back. Doesn't have any of the chant, but it's even got pictures here and there.
Yeah.
From old missals. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my next step, I guess, is just setting up to get the full set from Clear Creek.
Clear Creek. Well, this one's a $20 or something like that. It's pretty cheap. Yeah.
Nice.
So it doesn't have matins, but the rest of the hours are in there. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, the only reason why I actually wanted to get the full set is matins.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is like one of the longer hours. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, when you talk about matins both in East and West, like it's crazy because matins in the Byzantine Rite is crazy because you've got so much stuff to go through.
Does it have those long readings too?
That's at Vespers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Usually.
Because the readings are really interesting, but wondering how they'd go. You see a lot of Eastern authors in there. There's John Chrysostom coming up and things like that.
Yeah. And usually with the Byzantine Rite, readings are usually at the Divine Liturgy and Vespers, usually. So I think it's only during Holy Week that Matins has readings. But like, of course, with Roman Matins, it's like you got 3 readings after your 2 nocturnes, which is pretty good. But like the longer the readings, the more interesting they get, you know?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, have you ever tried praying matins? Like Roman?
Roman. Oh. No, I don't think I have, unless you count the one for the dead. But I think I just did the one-off when I was doing those. I don't think I even got around to posting that one. That's right. Yeah, that's another web page that I haven't checked, dead.brandt.id.au.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I did a whole recording, but I wasn't happy with it. Yeah, because it was pretty unfamiliar and very long. Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I have done it actually. So
Mhm. Well done.
It's pretty good. Like, it takes an hour, but still
Mm.
very nice with the readings, especially
Yeah.
the patristic readings.
Patristics, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but the scripture readings are also very nice.
Yeah, they're a bit more familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, if you have a patristic reading at Matins, it's going to be based on the scripture reading that you just heard. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
basically expanding upon it.
Mhm.
But I know that the little office doesn't have that. It only has shorter scripture readings.
Yeah, very, very short readings. Yeah.
Yeah, so short. Like, wow.
Mm.
Yeah. So outside of praying compline as a family, do you guys pray any other hours?
Yeah, prime in the morning. Yeah. Just from the
Prime
little
and
office
compline.
prime. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Hmm.
So it's usually little office prime and Roman compline.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
tried Roman prime for Lent one year, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. But yeah.
wasn't too bad,
Mm.
but like any of the other Roman hours, you've got a lot of changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the Psalms and antiphons, of course.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, if you want unvarying hymnography and Psalms, just go for the little office or the monastic office.
Mm. Yeah. It seems like Vespers doesn't change as much as everything else as well. So yeah.
Basically, just a Magnificat antiphon, and that's it.
Yeah. 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 It's a bit more consistent. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
And
might be one we work on next year. Mm.
of course, monastic compline is very consistent.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's ready to fall asleep. End of the day. Yeah. Yeah. I think they said they did it in the dark or something. They wouldn't. Well, I guess being yeah, not having electric lights, it'd be by candlelight. So yeah, it'd be very advantageous if they didn't have to have enough light to read books by.
Yeah, like that was basically my experience with Tenebrae. Like this year was my first Tenebrae ever.
Uh-huh. Oh, well done.
Like holy week was just wow, because
Mm.
I had never sung at a traditional Holy Week before.
Oh yeah. Wow. There you go.
I mean, I thought the vigil, like Easter vigil, would be like 3 hours, but
Mhm.
it looks like it took 4.5 hours.
Wow.
Like
Uh-huh.
three
Did
and
you
a
do
half,
the
4 hours. Literally, we started at 9:30, and then I got home at 1 a.m.
uh-huh. Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you do the 12 readings? Oh, hang on. If it's at night, it's no, we did the there's the pre-Pius the 12th. I think Pius the 12th put in a lot of changes to Holy Week. So
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
do
you guys did
the
pre-55.
Easter
Of
Vigil.
course, yeah. That's
Well, 1 year we did. Yeah, it's not recent. Yeah, it was when I had one of the boys was still in a pram. So I remember I just had to walk around the car park. Yeah, because they did all these 12 readings at the beginning, and it was a few hours just to the readings before
Holy, that.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember talking to Father Wallace like last year or so, and he's like, the pre-55 stuff is just at experimental, so
Uh-huh.
they only get 3 years, I think, is what he told.
Yeah. The permission to
Yeah. And I mean, it's definitely getting harder with the motu proprio last year.
Yeah. Talking to people in I think as Wagga, yeah, it seems to be a bit more restricted. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because you sort of you're in a bubble. Well, I'm in a bubble where I don't have to worry too much about things outside of the FSSP. But
Yeah.
yeah, so in my own little bubble, I can imagine there's no worries at all. It'll all continue on forever. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That's where doing stuff that you can do at home is good too. Just learning the office things that I think they you should be able to keep doing no matter what rules come in. Yeah.
Yeah. Like usually for Compline, I'm usually just going Byzantine for Compline. So usually they'll have small Compline and great Compline, and usually great Compline is only used during Lent, and I think Vigil of Christmas and Theophany. So that's about it. And any other time of the year is just small Compline, which doesn't change at all. Which
How
is
long is that?
That's usually, I think, 15-20 minutes or so.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
similar to Roman or Little Office. Yeah.
Yeah, monastic Compline though, I think it takes half an hour. Do you think?
No, I think it'd be shorter than that because I think it's shorter than Roman. It has fewer parts. I can't think of any parts of monastic that's longer than Roman. And we used to do the Roman ones when we were doing the recording 17 minutes. So I'd say you could do monastic in 15 minutes. Maybe I should try this.
Yeah, do you usually, like, if you couldn't get to mass like on a Sunday or so, would you like live stream mass from like a monastery, or what would you do?
Yeah, we had the funny sort of in the lockdowns. I think the first lockdowns we live streamed mostly from Maternal Heart, and then the second lockdowns we live streamed mostly from our local Parramatta FSSP at Girrawin. Yeah. So it was, and also Maternal Heart was using Facebook, and sometimes it would drop out halfway through and we'd actually change over to watch the second half from Parramatta. So get both of them. Yeah. Or you watch one and then you to switch to the other one and find the homily and just listen to the homily from the other one.
Right. Like what I did during lockdown was I basically live streamed everything from Warrington.
In New Zealand or
UK.
UK.
Father Amanda Mallory is really nice. Like wow. And I think he's the chaplain for the confraternity as well.
Okay, yeah.
So that's pretty good. And wow, I was literally just accepted into the confraternity like this year.
Oh, well done. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to be, is it 16? I think it was younger than I expected. So I can't remember. I thought it was 18, it was actually 16, or I thought it was 16, it was actually 15, but yeah.
Yeah. Right. So yeah.
Would the time difference affect it with the UK? Because you'd have to wait a while until they woke up. Their evening would be our, their morning mass would be our evening mass, wouldn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, usually. But whenever I have to stream anything now, it's usually I usually just go Maronite now. So it's either from Our Lady of Lebanon Co-Cathedral in Sydney or St. Charbel's, or one of those, or like another one, St. Joseph's Croydon, or like, because the main concentration of Maronite parishes in our archdiocese here is in Sydney, I think.
It does sometimes feel like there's lots of Maronites. Yes. Yeah, and they're a great powerhouse because they're going to be fairly reliable with all the pro-life processions. That it's always great with a big crowd of Maronite Catholics there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't go to the Maronite Church yesterday, but because they actually had a pilgrimage. So I was talking to the priest like last week, and he said you have to go on your own.
Okay.
Which is annoying because they used to have a bus, but they don't anymore. So basically take your own transport, which is annoying. So wow, I literally just got notified that our meeting would end in 10 minutes. So
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Oh, you're right. I thought it was 2 people, it was unlimited. But there you go. Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
That could affect my tutoring tomorrow. Yeah, okay. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I thought you weren't tutoring today.
Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, I got another Zoom one tomorrow. So
Yeah.
and the session has to last for an hour. So if it, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's really annoying.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I will also link the interview that Deanna Wilson did with you if anyone else is interested. So
Oh, good. Yeah.
yeah, and also I'll link your websites in the description as well. So
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
yeah, all right, so I think we can finish up here, and yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a great feast of St. Anthony and a great do you have Sacred Heart in the Byzantine rite and the Maronites?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Fair enough.
I'll have to check the liturgical calendar. So yeah, I mean, I'm not officially Maronite yet, so
okay, yeah.
I just got to talk to the bishop and see what can be done.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I mean, he was up here back in March, but I literally, like, on the day when he came, I tested positive for COVID. So
no.
yeah, hopefully I'll get to meet him next year. Because he usually comes up for the Feast of Saint Maroon in February. Usually it's the 9th of February, but he'll come up closest to that date when he can. So
sounds good.
So yeah. All right.
Can't think any last minute bits there.
Yeah. So I can't even think of any last minute bits.
Oh, do you want one? I've just set up a coupon code for my course, Little Office, Sing the Little Office on Udemy.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you use the coupon code Anthony to Veronica, all one word with a number 2, because it goes from the Feast of St. Anthony to the Feast of St. Veronica. And that should, for the first 100 people to use that, you should get the course for free. So
right.
Yes, I more set it up so that I could enroll in my own course so I can see what it looks like. And then I was in 2 minds whether I should publicize that. But that could be a way to find out how many people watch the video, see how many people sign up. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Veronica. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, when's the Feast of Saint Veronica?
The 12th of July. Yeah, it's one of the suppressed feasts because there's not enough historical evidence to keep her on the calendar, apparently.
What?
Yeah, it's St. Veronica and St. Christopher got kicked off the calendar.
Wow. Wow. I mean, imagine, like, I don't know why in the Roman Church, like, the Feast of St. John the Baptist is being moved this year.
I didn't know that.
It's being transferred to the Saturdays. The Greek Orthodox are still keeping it on the 24th.
Oh, I see. It gets gazumped by the Sacred Heart.
Oh, yeah, right. That makes sense now.
Yeah, it's on the Saturday on that calendar. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's on the Orthodox calendar. It's still Friday, so.
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah, because the Sacred Heart is a fairly recent feast day.
But
yeah.
I'm talking about the Nativity of St. John the Baptist, though.
Yeah, it's usually on the 24th. Yeah.
Yeah, so usually, like for any great feast like that, what the Orthodox will do, like depending on what usage the church is, they'll either do matins and liturgy or the hours in liturgy.
Yep.
So the Greek Orthodox, as well as the Antiochian Orthodox, they'll just do matins and liturgy.
Okay, so none of the other hours. I guess matins is big.
Yeah, the other hours they'll just get some throughout the day.
Hmm.
That's what they usually do.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty good. So thank you for your time, and yeah, well, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll keep singing.
Yeah, I think you should actually do a like full recording of like Roman compliment. Have you done that? Do you?
Oh, I've done a lot of MP3s. We were doing them through the podcast. So if you go to compline.brandt.id.au, you get a whole lot of recordings from my family. I think we were keeping it up during Lent, and then when it came to Easter, I took a holiday and didn't pick it up again.
Wow.
So yeah, I think we got all the interesting changes. Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's a good resource, but yeah, I haven't made them into videos. So that should be pretty easy to make into a video because yeah, you got the audio and we've got the book. So yeah.
Yeah. And I'm actually getting that newly typeset Roman Compline book, that blue one.
Uh-huh. Oh, cool. Yeah, I heard about that. Traditional Compline or something like that.
Yeah, traditional Roman Compline, I think it is.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Okay, this is the last bit. See ya. God bless.